making all the desserts.
You're not in the...
I know.
Oh,
all the desserts for Thanksgiving. So,
and
I'm
going to tell them
pumpkin
we're
bars.
making...
We're making pumpkin bars, pumpkin pie, pecan pie, something out of chocolate chip.
Something out of chocolate chips, and if we have time, we're going to try to make the pizzelles. And that's what we're doing today. It is the day before Thanksgiving, and we are in the middle of making desserts. Now, the girls are going off with Daddy to watch a movie.
Junior!
We, as in me...
No, we might be. She's gonna wait for us to make cookies, right?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm gonna do cookies last, so hopefully they'll be home to make cookies. If not, I will get started without them.
No!
I'll wait for them. Alright. See you later.
The pies are really hard.
Yeah, I'm gonna do little snippets in between making the pies. Okay, so first up is pumpkin pies. I'm going to make 2 pumpkin pies, and I've got all my ingredients here, and I'm going to show you all the ingredients, and I will put the recipe in the description below. My recipe comes from a cookbook, Good Housekeeping book. I got it back in 1976 when I married my first husband, and it was a wedding gift, so that's how old it is, and it's my favorite pumpkin pie recipe, and it is called Pilgrim's Pumpkin Pie, and I will include it in the description below. I'm going to show you the book. And this is the book. As you can see, there's stuff all over it because it's used a lot, and that's the cover, and as you can see, it's in some sad shape here, but my favorite recipe book. I use it all the time. So in the pumpkin pies, you put your oven on 425 to start, and you're going to need a pie crust, which I have sitting off to the side waiting. Then you're going to need a can of pumpkin, 13-ounce can of evaporated milk, 2 eggs, brown sugar, which I have back here in the back, and regular sugar, and you're going to need cinnamon, ginger, allspice, cloves, nutmeg, and salt. And the reason my salt is in this little baggie is because it's sea salt, and I have from experience found out that when you use sea salt in the recipe, it doesn't tend to dissolve as well, and you get a little clump of salt, and I don't want that in my pumpkin pie. So I put it in this little baggie, and then I took my rolling pin and just kind of rolled over it to make it powdery. And then we're going to mix this all up in the bowl, get it in the shell ready for the oven. I have 2 of them to get ready, and then I'll come back and show you putting them in the oven. Okay. Okie dokie. Here are the pumpkin pies, and I have got them ready to go in the oven, and they start out at 425, and you do that for 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes you lower it down to 350, and you bake it for another 35 minutes, and then you check it. It should not be wiggly in the middle. Here is our pumpkin pies ready to go in. Okay, we have got the pumpkin pies out, and we're moving on to pecan pies. And here is our pumpkin pies, and then I'll show you the ingredients for the pecan pies. Here is our pumpkin pies. Back up a little bit. They look delicious. Can't wait to have them tomorrow with a dab of whipped cream on the top. And the next thing I'm making is 2 pecan pies, and they take light Karo syrup, I don't use the dark, vanilla flavoring, pecans, butter, 3 eggs, and sugar. And I'm gonna get those all in a pie tin. Okay, with the pies out of the way, we are going to, well, I am, not you guys. I'm going to make, let me see what it's called. It's on the back of this bag. Pumpkin Spice Blondie Cookie Bars. It sounds delicious. And I found the recipe on the back of pumpkin spice flavored morsels. And I got these at Walmart. See if I can get the package a little flatter. And I saw them sitting there with all the Thanksgiving ingredients for what you need for your pie, your stuffing, whatever you're making for Thanksgiving, and I thought, this sounds good. So, with all the pies done, I thought we would make this, and it calls for flour. We have our flour here, and baking powder. We have our baking powder, and it calls for some salt. I still have my salt that I mushed up. And then we have brown sugar here, and 3/4 cups of butter, and 3 eggs, and vanilla extract, and this package of morsels. And you mix all the dry ingredients together. Then you beat the sugar and the butter together in a mixer until it's creamy. Then you put the eggs and the vanilla in gradually, and then you gradually beat in the flour mixture. You put in 1 1/3 cups of morsels, and you put it into a pan. It's calling it a jelly roll pan. It's just a pan that is like 15 by 10. I'm going to use my cake pan. I think that'll be okay. Make cookie bars out of. And you put it in the oven at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. It makes about 40 cookie bars. So I'm going to get this started and get it in the oven. And when it comes out, I will let you see how it looks. I'll probably show it to you when it goes in, then I'll show it to you when you come out, and then I might even take a little taste. So we'll be back later with the Blondie Pumpkin Spice Cookie Bars. Okay, so this is our Pumpkin Spice Blondie Cookie Bar, and it's said to save about 1/3 cup of morsels and then sprinkle them on the top. It did not say to sprinkle them after. It said to put this in the pan and then sprinkle them. So let me switch hands because I am right-handed and I'm not doing a very good job sprinkling. I guess I can move them around if I don't like how they look, especially since I don't think they're sprinkling very evenly. Okay, so now there is our Pumpkin Spice Blondie Cookie Bars ready to go in the oven. 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, and after this we will move on to a chocolate chip cookie. Alright, we got pecan pie out of the oven, and usually the pecan pie, when you bring it out, it should be pretty solid in the center and not like super jiggly. And as you can see, this one is pretty good. It's done. And sometimes you can take a toothpick and stick it in the center, but it doesn't really help because the center's gooey, so it comes out gooey. So you just want to make sure that your center here is firm, and this one is, and it's not shaking around. So the pecan pies are done. We're going to check on our pumpkin blondie spice bar. I can't remember what it's called. We're going to check on that, make sure it's done, and show you a picture of that. And we're moving on to the cookies. Okay, we are all finished with the pumpkin blondie bars, and there they are. And so now we're going to be making some chocolate chip cookies, and this is the mix they bought for me to use. I think it said Ghirardelli's, and it's triple chocolate chip cookies. They should smell really yummy. I can't wait to get them in the oven. And the kids have finished up their chocolate chip cookies. And let me get out of the light. There is the cookies. Don't touch, they're very hot. And there's the chocolate chip cookies, 1 pan and 2 pans. 2 pans of chocolate chip cookies. And
that's the filling.
And Shelby, you want to finish up this video?
I hope you like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring that bell for more notifications from Family of Fun.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!